Double RT Boxing, baby. This is Mr. A. Ready, talk boxing. A breakdown and prediction for the WBA Super World Featherweight Championship. Champion Leo Santa Cruz puts his title on the line against Cruz Avalos. Now, the pressure. You may not see this as any meaningful fight, but there's a lot of pressure on Leo Santa Cruz to get Cruz out of there. You know, Cruz, he fought top-notch competition. He has good names on his resume: Mark Macedo, Carl Frampton, Oscar Valdez, and they all knocked him out in 6 rounds or less. So if Leo wants to be in those names of the elites, you know, do what you're supposed to do with a person like this, he can't let this fight go past 8 rounds. He cannot. Now, that being said, what do you think? Let's get into the breakdown prediction. Mr. A saying thank you for the support, watching this video, watched all the other videos. Thank you for coming to this channel. Thumbs up, leave a comment, you know, and share these videos. And let's get into it. The breakdown and prediction. Leo Santa Cruz is a 69-inch reach. Cruz has a 68. What else is there? They're both 5'7". Leo's 5'7.5". So you got a 69, 68 reach. Favorite for Leo, 5'7", 5'7.5". Favorite Leo. Now the defense, for the most part, both these guys, for the most part, both these guys are come forward fighters. Leo showed a little better feet movement against Carl Frampton in part 2. You know, but as far as Cruz Avalos, his feet are just gonna walk himself forward. He doesn't have too much leg usage for ring generalship. He doesn't create too many angles for himself. But he does it a little bit. You know, but mainly he's a come forward guy, and he'll just throw combinations in 3 or 4. But his legs, his feet, just gets himself into position to phone booth fight you. And once in a while he'll jump to the side and try and do it, but he mainly just steps forward and gets himself in range. While Leo Santa Cruz, his feet work is very important for him because he likes to throw punches and bunches. He needs the distance to get his range off. So that footwork is always important for him to keep that distance. And like I said, in Frampton too, he showed a little better uses of legs, of how to crouch down and actually skate back on an angle, not straight back. So and I still think Leo has a little more to show with his leg work. I'm gonna give him the edge for legs and feet work. Now defense, both these guys get hit far too much. And I like Leo used to be in my top 5. You know, I made a video saying subscribers and viewers, a question for thee: list your favorite 5 fighters to watch. You know, if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. And leave your favorite 5. Leo was my number 5, but I started this channel. I found Cecilia Breckus. She went to number 4 and she pushed Crawford down to 5, so Leo got bumped out. Now, Leo, high guard, crouches down low, and he'll bob. You know, his defense is mainly his onslaught of punches. But he's getting better at escaping on angles and with a high guard instead of just escaping with his head up. But defense, like I said, these guys get hit way too often for me. So if I have to pick some, I'm going to say these guys are basically even on defense. Even. You know, they get hit too often. Punches and combinations and speed. I'm giving speed to Leo. Punch variation and combination, I'm giving to Chris Avalos. Even though Leo throws numerous combinations, so many punches around there, they're mainly just ones and twos and hooks, you know, so some wild out brawling crap, you know. But Avalos, he'll go ones, he'll do an uppercut to hooks to the body work. He mixes up the combinations, while, like I said, Leo just jabs and jabs. And so the variation in the combinations I give to Avalos. The power and speed I give to Leo, because just that range he did, the length he has, and just the leverage he brings with those punches. Now, as far as head movement, these guys get hit way too often. But surprising, I probably give the head movement to Avalos, just for the fact he's a little craftier with his defense, you know, with his waist movement. And like I said, Leo just kind of moves around real fast. Like I said, I still think Leo has a lot of room to grow. Now, as far as the keys to victory, I would say Avalos is going to have to turn Leo. Cannot enter in a straight line or exit in a straight line. He has to constantly jab himself in, jab himself in, keep Leo on the merry-go-round, keep him turning, and work on feints. Because Leo Leo likes to have that gap, that long distance. So he has to feint Leo to really offset the timing and the distance and the range decision making for Leo. So jab himself in, put Leo on the merry-go-round, spin him, and feint him. For Leo, I'm going to say keep that distance, build that bridge, work that jab, make it all behind the jab. Secondly, work the body, work Avalos' body. His legs go on him. When he gets hit, his legs kind of really do a chicken leg dance. His legs go. So work the jab, keep the bridge, I should say. Just keep the distance, keep the bridge, work the body, and be patient. Be patient. Now, my prediction for this fight is Avalos is gonna come and try and bring it, and Leo's gonna keep the distance, but it's gonna get sucked into Avalos' fight, and Avalos is gonna try and do the combinations that I talked about, but he just don't have the hand speed to match Leo's barrage of punches. It's gonna be an entertaining fight for how long it lasts, but all those elite people knocked Avalos out. Like I said, when he gets hit a lot, period. And as the hits start to accumulate, his legs go funky. So, and with the barrages that Leo is going to be bringing on him, he gets hit too often regardless. So I think Avalos is going to just get barraged with just get bombarded with accumulation of Leo's punches, and in the 8th round, either a referee stoppage or he's going to get knocked out. So I'm going and still WBA Super World Featherweight Champion by 8th round stoppage, Leo Santa Cruz. This is Mr. A saying thank you for your time, thank you for your support. I appreciate you watching this video, Give it a thumbs up, and see you on the next one. Leave a comment down below. Who do you got winning this fight? Why do you got them winning their fight? And just talk boxing, baby. Ready, talk boxing. Right here on Double RT Boxing and Mr. A. Thank you, guys.